We live in a world of performances. From the moment we wake up, we put on costumes, not of fabric, but of personality. We curate our smiles, we rehearse our greetings, we modulate our voices to fit the character we think the world wants us to play. We call this being polite. We call it social skills. But often, it is nothing more than a sophisticated survival strategy born of fear. On a recent broadcast, a young woman named Savannah called into the show. She was 23 years old, living in Los Angeles, and she wanted to share her spiritual progress. She spoke of watching her thoughts, of forgiveness, of prayer. On the surface, she sounded like the perfect, sweet, spiritual seeker. But Jesse Lee Peterson heard something else. He didn't hear peace. He didn't hear joy. He heard a performance. "Why do you speak the way you speak?" he asked. It was a question that cut through the airwaves like a knife. Savannah's voice was high, lilting, almost musical in its eagerness to please. It was the voice of a nice Christian girl. It was the voice of someone desperate to be seen as good, as harmless, as lovable. And Jesse called it what it was: phony. "You speak like a scared Christian," he told her. "It sounds like you're trying to be nice, and it's just a way to manipulate people." This is a hard truth to swallow. We are taught that being nice is a virtue. We are taught that speaking softly and sweetly is a sign of holiness. But true spirituality is not about affectation. It is about reality. And when we overlay our true self with a saccharine veneer, we are not being holy, we are being deceptive. To understand why Savannah speaks this way, and why so many of us have our own version of this phony voice, we have to look at the architecture of trauma. Jesse asked her a simple question: "Did your mom intimidate you when you were little?" "Completely," she answered. "A lot." And there it is. The origin story of the mask. When a child grows up in an environment where a parent is volatile, critical, or intimidating, the child learns to adapt. They learn that being themselves is dangerous. They learn that having a strong voice, a dissenting opinion, or a flat affect can trigger rage or rejection. So they develop a character: the good child, the sweet girl. They raise the pitch of their voice to sound non-threatening. They smile constantly to disarm the aggressor. They learn to sing their words instead of speaking them, because a song is harder to attack than a statement. Savannah's voice wasn't just a habit, it was a shield. It was a fortress she built to survive her mother. And now at 23, long after she has moved out, long after she has technically forgiven her mother, the fortress remains. She is still walking around Los Angeles, speaking to strangers, to bosses, to friends, as if she is a frightened little girl trying to avoid a slap. This is how trauma lives in the body. It lives in the tightness of the throat. It lives in the shallowness of the breath. It lives in the falseness of the tone. We think we are adults, but our vocal cords are still frozen in childhood. Jesse's critique of niceness is profound. He tells her, "You ain't nice." Now, to the average listener, Savannah sounds incredibly nice. But Jesse is making a distinction between niceness and love. Niceness is a social transaction. It is, "I will be sweet to you so that you will like me and not hurt me." It is rooted in fear and selfishness. Love, on the other hand, is rooted in truth. Love is authentic. Love can be firm. Love can be flat. Love can be quiet. Love does not need to perform. When Savannah puts on her nice Christian act, she is actually manipulating the people around her. She is trying to control their perception of her. She is saying, "Look at how harmless I am. Look at how good I am." It is a subtle form of lying. And the tragedy is that she is lying to herself too. She admitted that even the day before, she noticed herself doing it, greeting someone with a high-pitched, manic enthusiasm that felt completely hollow. She judged herself for it. She felt the disconnect. This is the state of the modern human. We are fragmented. There is the person we truly are, the calm, neutral, observing presence. And then there is the representative we send out into the world. The representative is exhausted. The representative is anxious. The representative is terrified of being found out. So how do we drop the mask? How do we find our real voice? The conventional advice would be to practice speaking differently, to go to Toastmasters, to do vocal exercises, to fake it till you make it in the other direction, trying to sound tough or authoritative. But Jesse offers a different path, a spiritual path. Don't judge it, he says. Just see it. This is the core of the teaching. You cannot fight a habit with willpower, because willpower is just another form of ego. If you try to force yourself to sound different, you are just swapping one mask for another. You are trading the nice girl costume for the tough woman costume. Both are fake. The solution is awareness. He tells her to catch herself in the act. When she is ordering coffee and hears that high-pitched squeak come out, she needs to stop. Pause. Notice it. Oh, there it is. There is the fear. There is the manipulation. By bringing the light of consciousness to the behavior begins to dissolve on its own. You don't have to fix yourself. You just have to watch yourself. The Father, the true self, the divine intelligence within, does the work. It will be taken away from you, Jesse says, because it's the light of God that is causing you to catch it. This is a radical concept. It suggests that our flaws and our traumas are not things we need to battle, but things we need to illuminate. The moment you truly see your own phoniness without judging yourself for it, you are free of it. You step back into the observer, and the observer is always authentic. As the call progresses, something remarkable happens. You can hear Savannah's voice start to drop. The frantic energy dissipates. The sing-song quality fades. She starts to sound normal. She starts to sound grounded. You sound better already, Jesse notes. I know, she replies, and this time, the I know is deeper. It has gravity. This is the sound of a soul integrating. It is the sound of someone stepping out of the timeline of their trauma and into the present moment. The daddy Satan she referred to, the voice of the ego that told her to go back to her abusive mother, thrives on the performance. The ego loves drama. It loves the nice girl narrative because it keeps the cycle of abuse going. The ego says, if you stop being nice, you will die. If you drop the mask, you will be destroyed. But the truth is, if you drop the mask, only the lie will be destroyed. The real you, the you that was created before the trauma, before the fear, before the conditioning, will remain. Savannah's journey is our journey. We are all walking around with voices that aren't ours. We are all carrying the ghosts of our parents in our vocal cords. We are all trying to survive a threat that no longer exists. The invitation is to stop, to listen, to hear the fear in your own hello, and to realize that you are safe enough now to simply be real. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be mean. You just have to be. In the end, this isn't just about voice. It's about power. A phony voice leaks power. It gives your authority away to everyone you meet. It says you are the judge, and I am the defendant. Please find me innocent. An authentic voice holds power. It says, I am here, this is what is true. When Savannah hangs up the phone, she is going back into Los Angeles, a city built on illusions. But she is armed with a new weapon, the ability to catch herself. The ability to stop the performance mid-sentence. And for anyone listening, the challenge is the same. Watch your interactions today. Watch the way you modulate your tone when you talk to your boss versus your spouse. Watch the way you smile when you aren't happy. Watch the way you agree when you actually disagree. Don't hate yourself for it. Just see it. That seeing is the beginning of freedom. That seeing is the death of the phony self and the birth of the real one. Drop the voice. Drop the act. And find out who is actually speaking.